Joining us now are two of the plaintiffs in this landmark lawsuit, former NCAA swimmer at the University of Kentucky and ambassador for the Riley Gaines Center. Kaitlynn Wheeler, also with us, former swimmer at NC State University and ambassador for Concerned Women for America. Kylie Alons, good morning to you both. Kaitlynn, I'll start with you. What do you and your fellow plaintiffs hope to achieve with this lawsuit? And I also want to add, I know you swam alongside and shared a locker room with Lia Thomas in the 2022 NCAA Women's Swimming and Diving Championships. Just tell us a little bit about your experience with that.
Yeah, well, the locker room was one of the most unexpected things that happened at that meet. To be honest, I was shocked to be fully undressing and putting on my racing suit, only to turn around and see a man standing a mere 10 feet from me, changing and exposing himself. Nothing could have prepared me for that. It was shocking. It was humiliating. It was disheartening. But really, most of all, I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed by an organization that I had, up until that moment, trusted, had our best interests at heart. But then was when I realized we had been robbed of our trust.
Yeah, absolutely. Kylie, I know that one time you changed in a storage closet to avoid changing in the same locker room as Lia Thomas because you weren't comfortable, as I don't think many women would be. Just tell me a little bit about your experience.
Yes, I mean, you're so right. Anyone would feel uncomfortable and stressed out if they're forced to change in front of the opposite sex. And I was in the same situation as Kaitlynn, where I was in the locker and I was so uncomfortable because at any moment a man could come in and see me changing. And the way that I handled this was to change in the storage closet, as you said. And in the moment, I was just grateful to have a safe place to change. But, you know, this is what we're doing to our women athletes at elite level competition. We are making the environment, the locker room, hostile and uncomfortable. And they're having to find other ways.
Yeah, because as we know with sports, I mean, it's physical, but it's 90% mental as well. And if that's something you're going through before you're about to dive into the pool, it can really affect you. Kaitlynn, what are you and your fellow plaintiffs hoping comes out of this suit?
Well, there are a lot of reasons for this lawsuit, but my hope is that the NCAA will take this as an opportunity, really, to take accountability and responsibility. I don't believe that everyone in the NCAA thinks that what they're doing is right, and this is the right decision. They're just unwilling to get their hands dirty and make the right call. This is their opportunity, really, to do the right thing and start protecting women in women's sports.
Yeah, and so the NCAA's interpretation of Title IX, it defines women based on testosterone levels and not biological sex. Kylie, care to comment on this?
Well, I'll just say women are so much more than testosterone levels, and we are not biologically equipped to go into men's sports and do the same as what they are doing in our sports. And to make that statement that it's just about the testosterone level is honestly insulting as a woman to hear.
Yeah, and I know that some of these plaintiffs in this lawsuit, you guys are obviously brave and coming forward, but some are choosing to remain anonymous, which is also understandable because they say that they have fear of retribution. Kaitlynn, elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all of us on this lawsuit can relate to this, and many other of the athletes out there who have been outspoken on this issue can relate to the emotional blackmail that we've gone through, not just when we were athletes, but even after that. You know, we've been told things that you're not going to get a job, you're going to lose all your friends, you're going to not get into grad school. All of these threats that really are just empty threats. It's this bullying mentality for you to conform to what they're saying. And so that's why it's so important to have this lawsuit and to start turning things around and going in the right direction. This is a huge step for women in women's sports.
Kylie, we don't have a lot of time left, but I just want to ask you, what is your message to viewers at home this morning watching this, maybe to young female athletes watching this? What is your message to them?
My message is that your feelings matter, your story matters, and that women and girls, you deserve to have your own sports, privacy in your locker rooms, and men and women everywhere of all ages should just feel encouraged to stand up and talk about this, have conversations, because the future of women's sports, women's privacy, women's rights in general is at stake right here.